Welcome back, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Back in McCarthy channel. Today we're working on a car that no one's seen before. It's our Gs300 parts car. If you don't know, I've got a JZS161 Aristo that unfortunately a P-platter ran up the back of about 6 or 7 months ago. It is off at Minis Paint and Panel, the Dead Set Legends. They are repairing it and making it better than new, or better than I've ever had it. But we did require a few parts. Luckily, my mate had this Gs300 sitting in his driveway for quite a number of years, and he had to move house. So we got this whole car at a steal. It is a complete car, running and driving. It just sat for many, many years. The cool thing about getting the whole entire car and not just buying parts to fix my car is we get more than we bargained for. We get the 2JZ GE VVTi motor out of this thing. So a good base to build something crazy maybe later on, hint hint. Today the bigger task is to strip this bad boy completely. By the end of this video, every single thing that we need will be gutted, plus more. So what I can of it too, to make a bit of money back. So if you need Gs300 parts and you're in southeast Melbourne, hit me up. My mate Danny, he's on the way down at the moment. It's a bit of a late start, it's the afternoon now. We're supposed to start in the morning, but you get that. Hope you guys are enjoying your Christmas and New Year's Eve break. Hopefully you're getting a bit of downtime. If you're like me, you're constantly working and doing stuff regardless. Let's get cracking. First task of the day is to shift the car across. So we will wheel that back and forth and get it into a better position. It is not going to have any frames or any ability to roll afterwards, so we are going to have to jack it around once we're done, and hopefully we'll get this shell picked up pretty soon and scrapped. If anyone wants a completely bad Gs300 sale, come pick it up. I suppose I'll show you what we're starting with. So it was a cream interior. It's been sitting for ages. It did look like it's got some water in it at some point, but most of the stuff's in pretty decent condition still. I've already pulled the door cards off of it the other day. Also, I really don't like spiders, and I'm not sure we're going to encounter plenty of them given the amount of cobwebs and crap sitting everywhere. Joys. Pop the hood.
Pop the hood? Pop the hood.
2JZ, no shit. It's a high kilometre motor, it's done over 300,000, but ran perfectly when parked, so it should be a good base for us to build up. Obviously we're not going to leave it stuck internal. We'll rebuild it and do some crazy shit with it, but that is well into the future, so don't hold me to that anytime soon. Looks like Mr. Danny has finally arrived. Hola, Mr. Danny.
Hello.
First things first, we're going to pull this bonnet off. If you want, just wind them back into where they come from. Oh, you probably have a sprayer jet on that side.
Oh yeah. Full car.
I know. Oop.
Gotta put the doggo. Where are your fucking 10 mils, man? You literally are the definition of 10 mil game loss. All this shit I've forgotten about, but
Oh, I know what you've forgotten about.
there's like a little loom plugged in there. What have I forgotten?
That's the fans. It's an auto car.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know, it'll have auto lines going into it.
Fucking, this why I don't work on fucking scum transmissions.
Nothing wrong with the auto, mate, if it's an 8 HP.
Is this an 8 HP?
No, it's not.
No. Do you want to get under and do it? I don't feel like getting covered in transmission.
You won't get covered in it.
I'm a little prima donna, we know this.
Voila.
Yalla yalla.
I'm interrupting this video just to say thanks to all the new subscribers. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, so hopefully you've been enjoying the content. There'll be a bunch more coming out soon. So anyway, back to the video. We've been making good progress. Covered in cobwebs and crap. Danny's been smashing out the front end. So we've got all the airbox off, ECU out, radiator just come out. We're both very, very impressed with Toyota. They have made life very simple.
I hate to admit it, being a very dedicated Nissan man, but they're very easy to work on.
Yeah, pretty much everything we've done, we're like, man, this is so much easier than every other Nissan we've ever worked on. I think this is the first Toyota we've actually...
Connectors don't break.
Yes, like all the clips that are from like 1997 or whatever this car is.
You have to, like, put a little bit of pressure on it and the clip doesn't like explode.
Explode, like all the SRs, yeah, all the Nissans.
No,
So-
SRs don't explode, just the connectors.
Sorry, that's right, yes, SRs. Don't mistake me there. But yeah, the whole loom comes out in this one piece, and yeah, I've pulled out the door locks. I kept the boot lock and stuff because I've got a guy that's interested in those. Just got the ignition barrel out, which wasn't too bad either. Turn the key to accessory and push a pin in, and that was nice and easy too. Even the cluster, like, slides out piece of piss. 2 clips, done. I'll probably pull all the doors and guards off next. We're trying to do what we can before we jack it up and make it hard for ourselves to reach everything.
Well, AC drain, are you hungry?
Yes.
Do you want to go get food while that drains so we're not around it?
Sure.
Cool.
Cool. So what Danny actually said then is that we've called someone to come drain the gas legally and responsibly for the environment, and we're just going to go have some lunch while they do that, and then we'll come right back. Yeah. Yes. Don't want to get in the way. Nah. Wouldn't be working on cars if we didn't have a trip from KFC.
No.
Sing a stack of burger, please.
In a meal?
How fat am I today? I'm going to go with yes. Come to a puppy. So we're all full from our KFC. Didn't get to film the guys with the AC, they were pretty camera shy, but you know, that's all sorted now, so she's degassed, ready to go. We're gonna get our condenser out, a couple other little things, bumper bars off. I'm gonna start doing the guards and doors at that point, but then we should be able to pull the motor, hopefully, out the front. They've got this removable rad section, which is pretty neat. However, it's not the whole width of it, so I'm not sure how tight that's gonna be to come out, but we'll find out. These coming out.
You expect the worst? Yes.
Yeah. Don't need the washers. Good. So I was confused as to how to get this guard off at the first place, but apparently you actually got to pull this off, which is just clips. Looks like it's part of the guard, but it's not. And then there's a screw under here, and I was like, and it's still not coming out. And you hide another one under here. So, oh yeah. So we've got to pull the side skirt off. Might as well anyway. Wow, that looks nasty in there.
Yeah.
Grab the front hinge and we should be able to wiggle it off.
There's a bolt.
Is there?
Yeah.
Is this one?
Bottom.
Wow! That's a really obvious one I somehow missed.
Yeah.
Bellissimo.
Very nice. If your Uncle Jack was stuck on a horse, would you help your Uncle Jack off a horse?
Oh, hello. What you got there?
Wow, 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 water in the hole. Definitely dangerous.
So we're done for the day. Sun is about to start going down. We're getting eaten by mosquitoes already. Day is adiosing. And we have a fairly stripped down car. So motor is nearly ready to come out. Back end, the plan is to be able to drop the subframe complete. So hopefully we've got enough room to wheel everything out. We made pretty good progress today. So I'm pretty happy with that. Tomorrow's weather hopefully be good too. So we'll see you then. Day 2 of stripping the Gs300. The sun is shining here in Melbourne. I've sold the door lock actuators out of 2 of the doors. Pretty common problem on these cars, so I'm gonna pull that apart now. Danny's just crawling under the Gs300 to grind some very, very rusted bolts off the exhaust so we can pull the motor out. One door lock actuator down. Can you wiggle the exhaust up and down and see if it helps?
Yeah, I've been trying to.
Oh, close. Oh, that's
Wait.
it. That's it.
Is that it?
Yep.
It.
So Danny has smashed out the exhaust. We had to cut some bolts. Bit rusty.
It's like the fucking Titanic.
Yes, exhaust wee bit rusty. Maybe it was at the bottom of the ocean, who knows. But it means we're pretty much now ready. That took way too long, but pain in the ass. So now we're ready to try and get everything off to get the rear subframe out. So now we can get to the tail shaft and everything else that was above the exhaust. So we'll get on to that next. The rear shocks are gonna have to come out because they are way too tall to be dropped with the subframe and pulled out.
Fucking shit dropping on my face.
We finally got these extractors off. Well, we didn't film it, but that was an absolute massive pain in the ass. There's 1, 2, and another 2 underneath O2 sensors. They kept getting caught up on everything, and we couldn't undo all of them. So we also had to remove the uni, and it was still a very tight fit to get everything out. And they're super bloody heavy. Got the calipers off. I've undone the shock. All the ABS lines are out. There's a little actuator for the headlight height control, so I had to remove that because that was going to get caught up as it came down. But we are pretty much ready to go. Literally, Danny is doing the last of it right now, which is tail shaft, and once that's disconnected, the rear subframe come out. So that is a big thing to tick off the list. Good job, mate. Great success, rear subframe's out. This calls for a snack. Not for you, Cooper. Food, sir. Snack.
Well deserved.
Mmm.
We have rebar.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
Down she comes. No. We're all done with the back end. Everything is off as we pretty much need. I'll just grab the rear off at some point if I do sell that. That's easy to do. I'm going to leave the rear doors on for now just so I can chuck a bunch of crap in the back that I'm not too fussed about. And we just got to swap out the axle stands we had in the rear because we've only got one pair. Put that under the front now. And then she's ready to pull the motor. Hopefully, we've remembered to disconnect everything. We'll find out.
Got it!
There's an ice cream truck. Run, Danny, run!
I'm a fucking gelati.
Danny's a sucker for gelati. It could be raining and snowing at the track and he'd still go get a gelati. Coming down.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Happy days.
Happy days.
All the way.
Come here, Mr.
If I hear it fucking come here, you best believe I'm running to the end of the driveway.
expect nothing
for my
less.
wallet. I'm like fucking damn gelati, bro.
Oh, bro.
What?
We forgot the other AC line.
Oh, yep.
That'll do it.
That will definitely do it.
Hang on for the line.
Well, I blame the AC guy who came and dragged it.
Yeah, we'll drive that guy. Can you come forward?
Nope.
It's definitely still attached to something. Yeah. Oh, I think we did do the starter mode.
Oh,
Whoops.
that will do it.
I will do it.
There we go.
Jack it up more, you're stuck on the rack.
Hang on.
What about this wire that's still very much attached?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I meant to undo that earlier. Oh, here we go.
That, you reckon that's stopping us?
Nothing to see here.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah?
Yeah.
You reckon that's stopping us, Marcus?
Nah. Oh! Yeah, we grabbed the thing there.
Alright, I need to jack it up.
Yep. Look at that. And engine fits perfectly flat on its own sump and crossmember. Beautiful. Great success.
Yes.
High five. What? You got gloves?
You look like niche right now.
Oh. Final thing to do. We are just going to smash out this front subframe. Should be pretty easy. Everything we've done, like racks disconnected. We're just going to swing the wheels left to right just to pump out as much fluid as we can out of it. And then 4 bolts for the crossmember and the front sway bar brackets. That should all drop. Cooper's very excited. So keen. He's got a great job, guys. Now come play with me. Good job, Cooper. Good job.
So, ready to come out.
What if I just drop it? We'll undo that 7/8mm, but just pull the whole socket.
Drop it a little. This other one should come out.
You sure it's not?
Bolt out.
Can I just push
It's
this?
because of the angle. No. You're moving my shock, bro.
It's not rigged.
You fucking
If everything's out, if everything drops, it
Hold
should
the
be
shock out of the way.
okay.
Make it sound a bit useful.
Shut the fuck up.
Make me. Oh, what's coming out nice and easy? Should I just get the angle cut? Oh my god, be people watching this is like, yeah, you're gonna be dangerous, you know what you're doing.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
We know what we're doing. We choose to do things our way. That's the way you do it. This is how things happen when you give 0 fucks. Thank you, Squire. Hey, those are some like mint KYBs. $50, hit me up. Mint. Set around. Whew.
Make me have the awkward shit.
I'm behind it that way, Daddy.
Yeah, you would. Like, I would never do that to you.
Oh, no, no. Danny never fucks with anybody. He's the most sincere, never takes the piss. This seems unbelievably safe. Are you ready, Danny?
Not particularly.
Oh, it's good, it's off, go!
See, is this how literally you value my life? Subjecting me to this?
See? What are you worried about? Huzzah! Woof. Been a mammoth 2 days, but we are finally there.
It's been like 2 half days.
It's true, it's been like 2.5 days. It's definitely a 1 day thing we could have done if we started early. We started after 2 o'clock on both days and we're done by 7.
Yeah, someone woke up earlier.
Yeah, not gonna name names though. It was definitely Cooper. Slacking. She's all done, sitting on wheels. Gonna sell off a few bits. Chuck's coming to pick up this shell and scrap it with whatever's left on it in a couple of weeks.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Got a lot of exciting stuff coming up, so we'll see you in the next video. You.
Yeah. But we've both been... Fuck me, because I can't speak. A bit about it.
What you can you do you.
I was like, what the hell is Danny turning up? Danny can't... Fuck. Danny can't make jokes, he can't speak either.